Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teachers Noob. Today I have with me Bianca.
I got rats in my pants.
What's worse, rats in your pants or squirrels in your pants?
I don't know. They both got hands.
You know what I was referencing, right?
Of course, that's my favorite song.
The squirrels in my pants. S to the I to the M to the P.
Squirrels in
Wait,
the pants.
I know.
You just got
Wait,
served.
wait. Simp.
Simp. Oh gosh, that's the best thing to ever have
You
seen
didn't
in my
realize
life.
that, did you?
Man, I forget about it until somebody brings it up. Like I'm spelling it and I don't realize it.
S to the I to the M to the P. But anyway, we're going to be going over Booster Gold, the greatest hero the world has never known.
Yay!
And this is written by Jeff Johns and Jeff Katz, a guy who's you don't hear much about these days, and artwork by Dan Jurgens. And Dan is involved with the plotting. This is dealing with a lot of the events that happened during the weekly series 52, which I'm sure you've heard Tristan gush about.
Uh, Dan Jurgens does art too?
He always has done art. He's the one who drew the Death of Superman. It's just that sometimes he can't do everything. So he does artwork when he can, but he's also can do writing.
Do you like his art or his writing better?
Oh, I like them both equally.
Wishy wash. Wishy wash.
But anyway, this first arc for the first 12 issues is Jeff Johns and Jeff Katz. Afterwards, Dan Jurgens would take over. But we're going to go over the first two arcs, starting in this episode with 52 Pickup, where it, well, as the joke goes, it picks up after 52. As we open up with Booster Gold. I've always dealt myself a bad hand. Unfortunately for me, one thing I don't do well is fold. Ante up? Tell me you got that, Skeets. As always, your exploits have been preserved for prosperity in a variety of medium. Is that sarcasm? Of course not, sir. Maybe I should have yelled double down. And I've never been as good a player as I thought I was. Ted was the opposite. Ted was better than anyone thought, except maybe me. The ace android of this era has yet to be upgraded to 0-point energy fuel cells. That means his optical and accessible neural net is vulnerable. 21st century English, Skeets! Concentrate your wrist blaster on his eyes before your history. It hasn't been the same without Ted. Please, Skeets, I'm about to make history. I've heard that one before, sir. I've been waiting for this right time for this, the right moment to come back out in the open, to get the right kind of attention. I was born in December 29th, 2442, 2 minutes before my twin sister. I'll leave my parents out of this. Yep.
He has a twin sister?
Who, as far as we know by this point, is dead. Died during the Jurgen's initial run.
I don't know.
I'm just telling you that.
Oh, okay, cool. By the way, this is a lot of words.
Don't worry, I know. I'll leave my parents out of this. I didn't exactly make them proud. Making people proud isn't what I usually do. I was a quarterback for Gotham University, and man, did I love it. The lights, the crowds, the adulations. I broke all kinds of records. I was going pro for sure, but I needed some quick cash to help. I said I leave my parents out of this, to help someone. So I pulled a Pete Rose and bet on my game. Then I went shoeless Joe and threw one. And I got caught. Some skeets might say I've been paying for that ever since. There was no easy way to rebuild my career. The only damn job I could get was as a night watchman at a museum. Other times, he's a janitor in some version. The Hall of Heroes, there gave me the idea. I took a power suit and a force field belt and a ring that could make me fly. A security droid tried to stop me, so I stole him too. I couldn't be somebody in my time period anymore, but going somewhere no one knew me, going back in time, I could remake my place in history, and Michael John Carter became known as Booster Gold. I even joined the Justice League. It wasn't the one with Superman and Wonder Woman, but it was a Justice League. That was when I got to know Ted Cord, the Blue Beetle. Ted was the only one on the team who ever judged me, and who never judged me. He even put up with me. When my sister died trying to follow my footsteps, Ted was the only one who never assumed that it was my fault, even if it was. Ted was killed by Maxwell Lord, the manipulative sociopath who got me into Justice League in the first place. Ever since then, I've tried to shed the glory hound image and make Ted proud. 2 months ago, I saved the multiverse. That's 52 parallel universes. And in case you're not good at math, that's like saving our universe 52 times over. Even Superman hasn't done that. Well, he probably has, but that's not the point. Now, for the first time in my life, I know with everything I've got that I deserve to be cheered for again. I do. Like, look at that and that. All right. You hear that? Maybe I. Oh, that explains the cheater. The Justice League of America has arrived, sir. And so have I. Hey guys. Booster Gold. I thought he was dead. I heard he faked his death to gain sympathy. Steel saw him pop up during our war with Black Adam and flying the other way. Classy. And that's.
Vixen, and she's
Yep.
signing autographs.
Mm-hmm. And that's coming from me. And the JLA emergency signal is for only to be used for emergencies. That didn't look like a Justice League emergency, Michael. The Royal Flush Gang are not going to be slicing their way through Atlantic City and its patrons anytime soon. I thought they deactivated his communicator. That was Guy Gardner. These guys got balls. And Booster Gold, Royal Flush Gang sounds familiar. It should, Hal. That's exactly how Booster got the League's attention in the first place. He hired the gang to take a fall in order to integrate himself with us. In all fairness, that was Maxwell Lord that pulled the strings there, and we all know what a good guy he turned out to be. Just as Wonder Woman. Oh, sorry. You you want to join the Justice League? Maybe after the last time, the money-making schemes, the ridicule the team took for that living island mess alone. That isn't all he did, Dinah. He put himself between me and Doomsday. I'm sure he's trying, Superman. I'm not trying, Canary. I'm doing. Is that why you called us here to show off? Of course not. The Royal Flush Gang was here, and I thought, I'm all for second chances, Booster, but this was hardly the way to approach us. I'm sure you mean well. Booster helped us take down Brother Eye, Hal. He stepped up when no one expected him to. Bats, come on. For Blue Beetle, Roy. Let's give him a week. We watch him. We see what he does. And if it's a unanimous vote after that, we'll flip a coin. Ha! Did Babbitt just make a joke?
I think so. That
7 days.
was pretty funny.
Yep, 7 days. No publicity stunts, no grandstanding, no press conferences. We meet you alone at the hall in exactly 1 week. Don't be late. You're not going to regret this. Search the historical records, Skeet. We need some disasters to stop. Sure enough, he started doing all of those. We don't need to cheat. I wouldn't exactly call it cheating. No more shortcuts, Skeet. I get it now. Look at the differences we're making for people. The look on these mothers' faces when we brought them their kids, they were smiling, but they weren't laughing. I mean, perhaps we should have stayed with Rip Hunter. He would have been able to realign my historical accuracy. What I tell you, Skeets, to erase his name from my databanks, he left your body and my reputation in pieces. Rip Hunter's the last person we need right now. You're a dead man, Metamorphosis. Dead! Well, second to last. As we found out, there's this guy, Daniel Carter, is Booster's ancestor.
Oh.
Yep. Whoa, fumble. And he's all playing on his name is Daniel Carter. My great. I tried to count how many exactly, but I gave up. Grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
I never looked up my ancestor before because I thought it'd be too dangerous for my own timeline. But last year, he got dragged into my world. He put on the supernova uniform and played a crucial era in the defeat of a reality-eating alien insect named Mr. Mind. Daniel hasn't left the living room since. Literally. Rip used to brag about the supernova uniform he built. It's impervious to the ravages of time stream and even freezes time for the wearer. They never get tired, hungry, thirsty. Skeet thinks Daniel went into shock when he entered the time stream and hasn't come back to reality yet. I just think he's an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Take the costume off, Daniel. And let go, Mike. I made you a deal fair and square. The costume for my extra bedroom. Don't tell me you're welshing. I'm not welshing. But this thing is on with a fam zone projector, a wipe dwarf star sight and changing belt, and laser beams that can melt through steel. I thought you were going to do something good with it. Dude, I'm ranked 38 in the nation in Madden right now. 38. Ask anyone under 14. That's really good. I can't wait to meet Grandma. Yeah, this guy makes even Mike look, Booster look competent.
Bro, he said extra bedroom. How many bedrooms do you need?
He was a star on his high school football team, blew his knee out and lost a game. His life's gone nowhere since. That sound familiar? Ah, what now? Skeets? I'm detecting a massive influx of chronal energy, sir. I suggest we all step away from the light. Please, anybody but Rip Hunter, Time Master. Booster, do you have an idea what you're doing? Those headlines, you can't do this, not in broad daylight. Hey, give me those. What the heck are you thinking? Or was it like last time? You weren't. You need to be protected. No one can know. Know what? What do you want, Rip? There's still problems we need to deal with. I got a problem. There's a hole in my house. Forget it, Rip. I'm on my way to join the greatest Justice League of all time, just like I was supposed to before you came into my life. You sought me out, Booster, remember? And your history is wrong. This isn't the greatest the league will ever be. Whatever. I thought you said I was done. We saved the multiverse. 52 universes should buy me a lot of credit. This isn't about saving the multiverse anymore. It's about what was left after we did it. What was left over? You're referring to my historical inaccuracies? Anomalies. Temporal anomalies. Everything in history predating the recreation of the multiverse has gone malleable, thanks mostly to Mr. Mine and that Kryptonian boy's tantrum, which I still find ridiculous to believe. Punching history, please. Referencing Superboy Prime.
Oh.
Regardless, right now the past is like wet cement. There are open wormholes all over the time stream. History is vulnerable to manipulation, and there are evil forces at work that aim to make it their own. Evil forces? What evil forces? I'm not entirely sure, but it's already started. What has? What could be more important than saving the entire multiverse? Saving your friends. Hey, what about me? What about my walls? You could have at least asked me to come. Mike? And someone took the suit. Time is broken. You said that before. You also said we fixed it. We did for the most part. For the most part, you see all those wormholes in the time stream? They aren't supposed to be there. It's residual damage from Mr. Mind's feast on time and space and Super Brat's whining. The wormholes are open wounds that could get infected if the wrong kind of time travel were to come along. And unfortunately, master traits indicate one or more already have. I'll let Skeets explain. Hey, what are you doing? Giving him an upgrade. And you too. When the future tech I just downloaded into your suit, you now have the ability to survive within the time stream. You're synced up to my time sphere. As long as you're both together, I can send you anywhere. I've also upgraded Skeet's historical records and implanted a microscopic version of my chronal mapping system. When anomalies arise, he'll be able to lead us to them. And thanks for asking. Actually, sir, I think Rip Hunter is onto something. Traitor! I can now detect several inconsistencies centered around the various members of the Justice League, as if someone were targeting the historical significance specifically. Someone is. I don't know who yet, but it's up to us to stop them. Otherwise, history's age of heroism changes, and every crisis will be devastating without the world's greatest heroes there to combat them. We survived a year without Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, but they eventually came back. And this goes beyond those three, Booster, way beyond. You're the only one I can turn to. You're the only one who has the reputation and the skills that can help me fix the time stream. We've arrived. We're here. Where? When, sir? 11 weeks ago, Ferris Air Flight 286 en route to Hong Kong, 30,000 miles over the Pacific. It explains about their rate of crash. Hold on. Now tells me who saved it. Who? You, sir. But I wasn't around for World War, meaning World War III. That's your cue. That was Black Adam. That's your cue, sir. But 243 people are counting on you. All right. But if I lose an arm, don't get mad at me. I'm not mad at you, Skeets. With that guy, it's always take. The same as and has been said about you, sir. I knew you were going to say that. Look, who is that? That's Booster Gold. I thought he was dead. If that's him, we're the ones that are going to be dead. Sir, I got it, Skeets. And steady, Skeets. Just point me towards the nearest airport. Tokyo. We apologize for any inconveniences may have caused you or your loved ones. Please enjoy your temporary stay in Tokyo. Thank you for flying. Speaking, something wrong with your speaker? That's Japanese, sir. Booster Gold, huh? I would have thought that was a job for Superman. I heard a little about you. Not much good, to be honest. And maybe I was wrong about Booster Gold. I get that a lot. Rose and Levin, investigative reporter. Well, almost. It's nice to meet you, Miss Levin. And that's quite enough. We need to go. Rip up now. Hey, I forgot to mention, I can retrieve you and Skeets from wherever you are at any time and return you to my time sphere. That's great, boss. It's a safety measure. What are you doing now? Sealing up the wormhole in the time stream so no one can use it. The girl you just saved could have been a target, and she still might be if you don't listen to me. What's so special about her? She's your ancestor. She's my ancestor? She and Daniel are supposed to start the Carter family lineage, at least specifically to you. You're kidding me. Her was Daniel? Have you met? You have met Daniel, haven't you? There's only one way to protect Rose and Daniel, and yourself, and everyone you hold dear. What are you talking about? My real name isn't Rip Hunter. Hunter. As a time traveler, I can't let anyone know what my past is. What's to stop my enemies from suffocating me in my crib or doing the same to my father? That's what's happening to the Justice League right now. That's why you're the perfect arm for this operation. Everyone already thinks you're an idiot. Excuse me? It's too dangerous for anyone else to even know about this. But you can work in the proverbial shadows of time. It's perfect. No one would ever expect you to be able to pull off something like this. Thanks. I mean this in all sincerity. You've proven yourself to me. You're one of the bravest men I've met in any century. But maybe your destiny isn't what you think it is. You're saying my destiny is to let everyone else think I'm still a loser, a jerk, an egotistical, self-centered moron. You'll go down in history as an ineffectual and incompetent fraud when in reality you'll be the greatest hero history has never known. Let me get this straight. You're asking me to not only let everyone alive in the present think I'm still some egotistical, self-centered moron. I got it the first time, Skeets. Just trying to help, sir. So everyone alive, everyone who will ever live, you want them to know and all to remember me as a joke, some comedic footnote? You'll know the truth, Booster. Isn't that enough? I don't think so, Rip. You can't go and why can't you go back in time and stop whoever tries to do this? Steal them out of their crib and give them some nice happy family or something? That would make us as irresponsible as them. In matters of time travel, there are hard rules you have to follow. Chief among them is not changing the past under any circumstances. That's what has solidified our natural historical order is not to be tampered with. But these anomalies, wormholes, must be addressed. So you zip back and forth and seal them up. Doesn't sound like that big of a deal to me. You're entirely too comfortable in this environment. I just can't do it, Rip. Not this time. Booster, please. You can drop me off where you picked me up. I've got a meeting I can't be late for. We don't belong here, sir. You haven't stopped since Rip dropped us off. The historical data he downloaded, he filled your head with bad ideas, just like he tried to fill mine. I've been through hell and back, haven't I? Don't I deserve something in return? Of course, sir. And come to think of it, if freaking Geoforce is on the team, I definitely deserve a spot. I'm not late, am I? No, Booster, you're right on time. Welcome to the Justice League of America. This is this is incredible! What the hell? Death certificate. Green Lantern, Sector 2814. Hal Jordan. World's greatest Green Lantern. Hal? I see it too, sir. See what? Booster? No. I'm gonna have to pass. What? Booster, you can't be serious. Truth is, I just want to be able to tell everyone on there's an acoustic problem here, Soups. I'm saying no. Truth is, I just want to be able to tell everyone else, Booster Gold turned down the Justice League of America. Michael, what are you doing? Living down to expectations. See ya, Bruce. And have a nice day. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. This sucks. This really sucks. In my humble opinion, you did the right thing, sir. You are the awesome. What's the mean? 21st century computer humor, sir. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I'm listening to Rip Hunter. Again! Sir, my historical records indicate a nearby bridge is about to collapse. Yeah? So what? A boy will be killed. Not today, he won't. Don't worry, kid. I've got you. You okay? Whoa, you're Booster Gold. You were in the Justice League. That was a long time ago. I can't wait to tell the kids at school about this. Oh, hey, let's not do that. Let's just keep this between you and me, okay? Why? I'm on a top secret mission. Cool! So if anyone asks, tell them Superman saved ya. Bye now. What happened, son? Superman saved me. Meanwhile, 8 years ago at base sector 1417. Excuse me, Katmatui, isn't it? I'm looking for your leader. I'm in. You're in? I'm going to help you stop anyone from exploring these wormholes. I'll help you seal every last one of them. I'll become the time cop that you want me to be. I'm looking for the Green Lantern they call Sinestro. In exchange for my efforts and the sacrifice of my name and reputation, you're going to help me break your most precious rule a couple of times. See, you said that my friends were more important than the multiverse itself, and I got to agree with you on that. So when this job is done, we're going back in time and we're going to start by saving the best friend I've ever had. I am the mighty, great and mighty Sinestro. Who's asking? They call me Supernova. I need to talk to you about the future. As we then see possible storylines coming up, give me back that ring. You don't understand, Batman. I can't be in the Justice League. Right now, Booster, you don't have a choice. Why don't you fellas pick on someone your own size? Dan, it's going to be all right, Ted. I promise. See you next month for the starting second issue of DC Comics Unknown Champion of Time, Booster Gold. So what did you think about that start, wordy as it was?
It was fun. I love this guy.
Right off the bat, you already start to appreciate Booster, don't you?
Yeah, well, as soon as it got wordy, I'm like, no, it's Deadpool all over again.
But it's not really.
No, it was just the words.
Yeah, but what do you think though about it? Doesn't you see though how mature he really is?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not the smartest, but this is not the Booster of old. This isn't even Booster from the last time you and I went over it.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be honest, that one, at least in the first mini, was an idiot.
Yes.
Now the second one showed it, but even that still had him be a bit of an idiot. Here, this one shows a lot more maturity. But yeah,
Correct.
so basically, it's called Pay to Play, Rip. I'm your time monkey. You want to see me dance? You help me save Ted Cord. Time monkey. Eek, eek, Mr. Hunter. I didn't make up the rules, Booster. Then who did? And who made you the enforcer? I can't. I know. You can't tell me anything about why you do this or who you really are or what your favorite color is. It's green, if that makes you feel any better. I enjoy in green myself. Forrest, Dr. Kelly, hey, Skeets. I understand. But basically, he's trying to tell him saying he understands what he's going through. And he knows this is going to be painful. And this is why I prefer this version of Rip. And I did not care for how he was made more of a stick up his ass asshole in Flashpoint Beyond.
Flashpoint Beyond.
The what?
What?
That was the stuff that came out recently. Remember?
Yeah. Okay. I'm
And
like,
and,
didn't
and
that come
eventually
a while
led into
ago?
Justice Society and Stargirl.
Mm-hmm.
Rip shows up in that, and he's back to being the stick up his ass as complete and utter cold-hearted asshole. I mean, he's still that way here to a degree, but at least since he's interacting with Booster, you can definitely tell he's trying to, be reasonable, even if he
Mm-hmm.
can't. But yeah, basically, someone is going to kill off Hal, or at least you think it's going to be Hal. But eventually it changes now. Now it says the greatest Green Lantern is Guy. Someone changed history, so now Guy got the ring first.
Ooh.
But it keeps on, it's raining to change again. And basically now he's being shown that something's going to cause Sinestro to come to Earth ahead of time. And eventually Guy's going to die decades before he should from a yellow plague, which eventually will lead to Sinestro going rogue much sooner and forming up the Sinestro Corps long before he should.
Question.
Yeah?
Alan Scott was the first human, right?
First human lantern, but his ring was a different ring. It wasn't a Green Lantern Corps ring.
So when did Guy become recruited?
Okay. First of all, Alan had a different ring. He's not part of the Green Lantern Corps. He had a magical based ring.
Loser.
No, actually, he's pretty awesome.
Um,
Anyway, Hal came about, then eventually Guy came about, and then when Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams decided to bring in the John Stewart Green Lantern, they decided we don't want this guy around. Let's put him in a coma, and then we'll replace him with John.
Oh wow.
And eventually he came out of the coma, was given another ring, and he was been back in action. And the rest was history.
Wow.
But again, so we're giving the summary of the butterfly effect as someone's trying to manipulate time. So they're going to send Booster to go deal with Sinestro while Rip tries to figure out who's causing all this. Meanwhile, at the same time, and this will come into more in the grips in the next arc, we're introduced to Dan, I forget his last name, but the very first Dan Garrett, the original Blue Beetle, when he found the scarab in the tomb of in Ka Ephraim.
Okay.
Now we see a bit with Guy as he's on the phone. The game's in 3 days. I'm not missing it. 3 days to University of Michigan versus Washington. I've missed Christmas before, Mom. It's a bit late for that. I'm not coming home. He's had a hard time with his dad, as you know. But basically, reason why Sinestro's here is that Sky dressed up as Supernova told him stuff that's antagonized him. I've located the Earthman, Guy Gardner. I see him. He looks unimpressive, like this entire planet. The moon remains uninhabited. The people of Earth have yet to begin lunar colonization. Primates, primates. I suppose they've never heard of the Green Lantern Corps or me. They do not know of the exploits of the great and powerful Sinestro. Well, at the very least, this Guy Gardner will, and perhaps he will be inspired by it. I don't think Guy's in much of a talking mood. How about a little chat instead, Sinestro? You know my name, Earthman? Then you must know that was very, very stupid. Leading to a bit of a fight, tussling around and everything. I was warned someone would try to stop me. Listen, Sinestro, I'm from the future. You ever play dominoes? Terrestrial games are of no interest to me. I'm basically then trying to say, who sent you? The controllers? Enemies from Quard? The droids does have a vague manhunter quality. No man escapes me. Yellow, sir, in this time period, the rings are still vulnerable to it. Oh, right! I was told by another future dweller that Guy Gardner would be my student one day. I was told he would do the unimaginable and surpass my glory and reputation. I was told he would be the greatest Green Lantern. Yellow or not, I will meet this ape and see for myself. I will find out how this could be possible and why. All the while we're then seeing Rip going through time until he finds this other time sphere. Oh, Sprock me. But he soon realizes he has to. He's chatty as hell. He loves to hear himself talk. I can't let you talk to Guy Gardner. You'll have to do it over his dead body. Shut up, Skeets. Earthman, let me make this very clear. There's nothing you can do or say to stop me. But I'm your biggest fan. Where I come from, in the future, everyone knows who you are. Sinestro, the greatest Green Lantern who ever lived. It's not Guy Gardner. It never will be. I came here because your enemy, the Accordians, yeah, them. That's the ticket, and that's the ticket. The person who told you about Guy Gardner wasn't from the future. They were from Quard, Great Sinestro. Disguised in a white uniform. They were wearing white with a mask. They're trying to make you feel fear. I'm afraid of nothing. What about being replaced? Your enemies are watching right now. If you go to Guy Gardner to investigate their false claims, and you will show them that you are afraid. I came back centuries to remind you what you already know in your heart, that no one can ever replace Sinestro. It was an honor, sir. I see you are wearing a ring as well. We all wear rings in the future, a tribute. But a yellow ring? What corpse do you belong to in the future? The Sinestro Corps. Of course. Of course. I borrowed some clothes as requested. Are you sure about this, sir? Sinestro has returned to Korger. All seems well, and Mr. Hunter is most likely waiting for us. As long as I've known Guy, I've never seen him like this. I want to see what's wrong with him. Hey, how you doing? Buy you a drink? Thanks. I'm straight. California. Oh, me too. You in town for the game? Yeah. You? Couldn't get a ticket. I used to play for Michigan. Really? Up until a few years ago. I used to play a little ball. For who? Myself, mostly. Who you thinking about calling? Calling? What are you talking about? You keep looking over at the payphone. Either you're waiting for it to ring or you got something on your mind. Another round for me and whatever he's having. You have much of a family? Not anymore. Lost my sister a while back and I haven't seen my parents in years. How about you? Got a brother that I don't care much for. A mother I feel about the same. Father? He's dying. And not a moment too soon for me. He drank a lot. I put myself between him and my mom, played punching bag for too long until I left and never looked back. Now the old man's dying of liver failure, and he's been begging me to come back to Baltimore and see him before he goes, which could be any day. He wants to tell me he's sorry or some crap. You know, I never even told Ted this. Who? A friend. My dad was a crook, a gambler. I threw away a lot of things trying to help him, to make him accept me. Ultimately, I had to learn to accept myself. My dad never asked to see me. To tell you the truth, I wish he had. Maybe, and nobody ever regretted having a chance to say goodbye. Enjoy the game.
Oh.
Wormhole's sealing up. Guess we did our job. Sir, you do realize what tomorrow is for Guy Gardner, don't you? His father? No, they spend a week together before he passes. Tomorrow, a spacecraft crashes in the California desert. And by my calculations, if Guy Gardner had stayed, he would have been closer to that crash. Abensur would have chosen him to be the Earth's new Green Lantern. Wait, you mean talking to him? May I put him in the number 2 position he so strongly dislikes? Let's keep that between us, Skeets. Sir? Uh-oh. It isn't a death certificate for Green Lantern any longer, is it? Worse, Skeets. Where the hell's Rip? Pink! Is that Daniel? I don't think that's your ancestor, sir, but it certainly is Supernova. Oh boy! I'm looking for a gun for hire. Got a big pair of rats that need killing. I can be a killer, stranger, for the right price.
It's Jonah!
So what did you think of that issue? And that issue really gives you more context for Guy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, some stuff we kind of already knew from one of the stories.
But again, this is before he became the meathead.
Yeah.
I love you, man. Shut up. What do you mean you lost the supernova suit? I didn't lose it. After you guys ditched me, I got decked from behind, and when I woke up, I was in my boxers. Well, if he wasn't wearing the supernova suit, sir, who was? That's a good question. And oh yeah, basically the attack burned off his beard.
Ooh.
But whoever it was has a hell of a right hook. How many people even know about the supernova suit? Well, I didn't tell anyone other than Metal Morbius. Who? Some metahuman? No. Daniel's arch nemesis on Xbox Live. He's 12. Forget it. Forgotten. The general public has seen the suit in action when you were wearing it, sir, but no one knows you were Supernova, and only we know what the suit is really capable of. Maybe someone signaled in on the chronal signature of the suit. That would require a level of time manipulation few possess. You have any guesses? Yes, you're supposed to be the time master. Get the mastering. Basically, yeah, they're trying to still figure it all out, but why would someone want to erase the origin of the world's greatest heroes? Meanwhile, come on. Oh, is that what knocking? And someone's at the door. Oh, is that what knocking means? Who is it, Daniel? Some girl. She's cute. She's not only cute, Daniel. That is Rose Levin. You're enough, Skeets. My what? Your problem. We need to get to the time sphere. So yeah, they head out of there. Trust me, Booster. He can handle Miss Levin. Of course, they were supposed to meet 6 months ago when Daniel was actually helping us before he was completely and utterly socially inept. Don't tell me I'm going to have to fix this too. Do you guys know her? Good luck, Daniel. Rip, wait. And Rose Levine. Basically, yeah. So she's for the Daily Star, and yeah, trying to ask a few questions. You know, with Supernova and all that. On. Well, I have a few questions. Look, I'd love to help, really, but there's no Booster Gold here. Oh, well, who did all the damage? Maybe a fight between Booster Gold and the 100? I'm remodeling. In your boxers? Crap. Well, I'll give her props. She has a good sense of humor. But again, this is one okay where you're like, how are these two going to get together? You know, come on, you got to feel that way, right? You're like,
I can see it.
But yeah, so they're looking through all these other histories as someone is going to cause this to happen. But yeah, your Justice League certificate has become a death certificate for Superman. However, there are no new anomalies near Superman's lifeline. Then that's good. No, that's not good. The bad guys found a domino to tip over that will work on their work that will do their dirty work for them. These guys are smart, but I'm smart too. In other words, someone has caused something that won't cause an anomaly near Superman, but it'll eventually result in affecting Superman. And
If
basically,
you're snoring, it's my dog, by the way.
But in this case, it ends up being with Lex. Turns out, instead of being found by the Kents, he was found by Lionel Lucer and became a brother to Lex until Lex stumbled upon him being Superboy and eventually killed him. Yeah.
What the frick?
That's an interesting way of altering history. You don't alter Superman directly. You alter those and someone else nearby that can actually lead to this. But basically what ends up leading to it was, something else, to Jonah Hex. All right, gentlemen, draw on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. If I may ask, sir, what did the man do? He asked me too many questions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now he goes in. Howdy, partner. You're Jonah Hex, right? What business is it of yours, stranger? Oh, any other strangers come by today? Maybe an out-of-towner with a job offer in hand? Turned it down. What was the job? You know, Blondie, I've killed men for lesser offenses than interrupting my drink. And seeing as how I'm short on change, I'll make a little wager. You outdrink me and buy the whiskey, and I'll answer every question you got. You lose, I'll kill you where you stand. Bartender? Good cigar. Told ya. Jonah Hex. My name's Jason Thompson. You killed my stepbrother. I'm here to return the favor. Next time you're sneaking up on a guy, city boy, it may help to keep that big mouth of yours shut. Cling! Like, what the hell? That varmint just ruined our game. And they get this 3 times a week. Waste of a lot of bottles and even more bullets. This may be the whiskey talking, but I like you, kid. I ain't got a lot of friends and people I can call friends. Me either. So what do you want to know? It's something to help a friend. We then get a reenactment of when basically we're seeing all of their origins. In this case, the first time Jaime activated the Scarab during Infinite Crisis.
Gosh dang, he's so white.
Yeah, what the hell?
Like I have the
Coloring issue.
because I have the first trade paperback, which just starts literally after Identity Crisis, and he has like a beard and everything. Infinite, thank you. And he has like a beard and everything, and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, and here it's stubble.
Yeah, it's so weird.
But basically, they found out that someone was paying to take out Dr. Jeb Westfield, person who would have delivered Jonathan Kent's great-grandfather into the world.
I'm trying to get this all in my head. So
okay, so think about it. The whole point, the whole change of the anomaly was hiring Jonah Hex to kill off Dr. Westfield, which would have led to Jonathan's great-grandfather not being born without his help, and thus eventually wiping out the Kent line that would have led to Jonathan Kent finding Superman, or Cal.
Okay.
Also, during all this, because he's drunk, he's talking about, because he used to have a cape. Why did he drop it? Superman told him you couldn't handle the cape. And then he took the cape away, which is something that people always wondered about. Good evening, Michael. We've got company. And sir, your force field, it's on, Skeets. It appears Supernova has chosen to kill Dr. Westfield himself. I'm not letting you. Damn it. You're not killing Dr. Jeb Westfield. Uh-oh. Get off my property. Get back inside, Jeb. Skeets, I'm seeing 3 of him. So am I. He's using the phantom powers to disrupt my scanners. And you're drunk. Wordy. So yeah, leading to a bit of fight in. he drops a bunch of buffalo on, about to drop a bunch of buffalo on them, but Booster gets them out of there.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
had enough of Kansas City. We're moving back to Smallville. Go, 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 go! Booster, did you? Yeah, we stopped Supernova from changing time, and now he's here in the time stream. You smell. Are you drunk? Yes. No. Go! And then head over there until they slam into something. Did we just get rear-ended? But they ran into Wally and Barry on the treadmill. And earlier he was saying, oh come on, what are we really gonna hit out here? You were saying.
I was saying.
I'm
Nothing.
just saying.
You seeing what I'm saying? I remember that used to be the
Again, this has
thing
been
for
a real.
Cartoon Network.
This has been really fun, has it? I mean, seriously, what have you been thinking about all this? Again, it's interesting seeing a competent Booster, isn't it? I mean, he's
Yeah,
fumbling, but he comes up with good ideas.
yeah, and it doesn't really become boring in this. I was gonna say issues, but this entire story, I should probably say.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, just to make something clear about the supernova suit, it can only work for people of the Carter bloodline.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
Just want to point that out. The world's greatest heroes are in jeopardy, and we're dealing with a fender bender. Yeah, my fault. I know, Rip. Now can we watch the bump? Now can you watch the bumps? We just mopped the floor. I just mopped the floor, sir. Take a good long look, Wally. That's why you don't drink alcohol in excess. Yes, Uncle Barry. That whiskey saved Superman. I don't want to hear it anymore, Booster. Yes, Uncle Hunter. Beat, 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 beat. What's that? The time sphere is locked onto Supernova's location. Supernova, that the perp you've been chasing? It is, but we need to get you back home before we. Nonsense, Mr. Hunter. Kid Flash and I are happy to help. We appreciate the offer, Flash, but it's extremely important you don't get involved. According to your monitors, this supernova character is in Central City, the Flash's hometown. So two birds with one stone, right, Mr. Hunter? That it isn't exactly home for you, the both of you, Flash. We're back a few years before the Flash Museum is built. The foundation will be poured right here on this very spot. So when are we? I don't know, Wally, but I've got a strange sense of deja vu. Do you require more aspirin, sir? You seem quite awful. I don't like this, Skeets, not one bit. Rip already said Supernova and whoever's he's working for are smart. They've been manipulating seemingly meaningless events that have toppled over a row of dominoes meant to wipe out the origin of the Justice League. If they're as smart as Rip says, there's no way we track them this easily, not unless they wanted to. Boom! I hate being right. At least it doesn't happen often, sir. Uh, you know, when we assembled our list of targets, I never even considered putting Booster Gold on it. Who's that? My name's Rex Hunter, Kid Flash. I used to be a Time Master. Rex Hunter? Relative of yours, Rip? His real name isn't Rex Hunter. It's Jason Goldstein. That kid tried to join my team of the Time Masters years ago, but he was in it for the wrong reason. He was completely irresponsible. He tried to change history. No, I tried to do something good. I borrowed the time sphere to push a 10-year-old Lex Luthor into an oncoming train. That's the responsible thing to do. And the damage to the timeline, the actual repercussions were an afterthought to you, weren't they? If I hadn't stopped you, billions would have died because Luthor didn't live the clone Connor Kent. No matter what no matter what, we don't have the right to alter history the way we see fit. We should. I will. Then why erase the Justice League? Why erase good people? Because I'm not going to make all of time and space better for free. Once they're gone, we'll make and take their place in every disaster and crisis. And Rex Hunter and Supernova will be the greatest pair of heroes history has ever known. And something hit them, and Flash and Kid Flash get their timelines are gone.
No!
Yep, their histories have been erased. So you're going after glory, huh? Knocking down everyone else in front? Ring any bells, doesn't it? And who are you under there? Another one of Rip's old Time Masters? Oh, Michael, if only you knew. Ah, I've got your back, sir. Not for long. Greetings, Security Droid Model 2.0. I am Security Droid Model 97.8. I am called Maximilian, and I am your worst nightmare. Chink, 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 chink! Ah, crap. So we're seeing stuff, and we find out that Rose, she's a blogger. And she's actually very smart and was able to piece together a lot of things together. Dead to alive, loser to hero to jerk. Something she realized something doesn't sound right. Then finds the outfit, and of course Daniel tries to claim I'm the real Booster Gold. We then
Wow.
see a yep. Now we see someone is appearing before Dan to pick him up, saying the Blue Beetle's future is important. Now it turns out right here they're going to try and stop the the lightning bolt that would have created Barry.
Barry the bear?
Barry Allen the Flash.
Oh no, don't ruin my Hannah Montana reference.
But yeah, so there's a lightning rod that would have stopped it.
Oh.
But yeah, leading to but yeah, we're just seeing them. I swore an oath a long time ago to protect the time stream at all costs. I'm a scientist, really. I prefer thinking strategy and proving a hypothesis to physical altercations or fisticuffs. But that's not to say that I'm inexperienced in them. In fact, I've basically studied a bunch of fights. Simply put, Junior, your ass is mine. But as this is going on, he eventually unmasks and reveals it's his father. Yep.
I should have thought of that. It foreshadowed it and everything.
Yep, with God talking to Guy. There's
Yeah,
no
I
way you
know.
have the resources of your own to build your time sphere or map the butterfly effect to unravel the Justice League. You were never that smart. Who helped you? Who funded you? Who are you really working for? I'm going to find out your real name, Rip. And basically taunting him just like I did to Bonnie. Don't you ever say her name. I don't no idea who Bonnie is. But like, this is a trick. You might launder money or con people, but you never do something like this. You and your sister always saw too much of me, son. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense. It made sense to Rex Hunter. He needed a field agent just like Rip. And this uniform is programmed to turn on only when someone from your bloodline is wearing it. It was an easy choice to make. Sit in jail in the 25th century for the next 10 years or be the hero my son couldn't. But it's not too late. I could use some help. I could teach you. Just like last time, Dad. No thanks. Thanks. Without guidance, you'll always be a failure. You'll always be a disappointment. Tell me something I don't know. I have him, sir. Thanks, Skeets. He's scrap metal. Maximilian. He's scrap metal, sir. Skeets! Heroism doesn't suit you, just like your sister. Of course, from what I'm told, that was another one of your failures. I threw it away for you, Dad. I gambled my life away from you, and you never even said thank you. It's never been enough. Jim, what did you do? What did you? I didn't. Dad. The lightning overloaded the suit, and well, that happened. They're restored. We got the bad guy. No, Rip. We only got one of them. So yeah, they're set on their road, realizing what happened to the suit, and now he's saying, "Now let's rescue Ted." But he's still trying. That's exactly the kind of thing Rex was trying to do. He's trying to make his point, saying you can't fix it.
Hmm.
Um, oh, but then he said this. But first, there's one more person to help. One more anomaly that supernova caused that we missed, and we need to fix it. The current leader of the Justice League shouldn't be Black Canary. What are you talking about? The current leader should be Barbara Gordon. Oracle?
What?
No, not Oracle. Barbara Gordon was never supposed to be in that wheelchair. They set that in motion. They crippled her. We'll save Ted Cord, but first, I'm asking you to save the woman he loved. Batgirl!
Okay. They're the reason
I,
why she's not.
nope,
You.
nope, nope. Think about how Rip thinks. He needs to make a point to Booster. He needs to do that. In other words, I'll just tell you right now, he's full of shit.
Oh, okay.
I want to make that clear. He's lying.
I will say that I did like that. Looks her costume looks nice.
Yep.
If she
That
does
all.
still wear that, I don't know.
Smile.
Oh, that's a beautiful. That's beautiful.
And look at her smile like that.
Oh.
Nice job tonight. Thanks, Detective. I'm sorry, I mean Commissioner Gordon. It's been a long night. I think I've inhaled some fumes. Scarecrow's fear gas. Crane himself. I guess they don't shower often at Arkham. There's been rumors floating around that you might be looking to get out of the game. They're only rumors. Gotham needs all the help it can get. Ever since Maroni attacked Harvey Dent, the city's been caught in a pretty dark spiral. So they're trying to state that Killing Joke happened after Harvey. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense.
I'm so confused. What's going on? Hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Batgirl wasn't.
Continuity errors?
Yeah, unless she means ever since that time years ago, it's been going down here. In that case, I can believe that.
Okay.
That I
Let's
can
see
understand.
what's
Otherwise,
that.
that makes zero sense. She's almost as good as you. She'll be better. But yeah, they're trying to talk it over. And again, he's trying to claim that they need to stop the events of Killing Joke. While Rip stays behind to deal with Rex. And he said he wants to stick around to make sure it doesn't turn into another death certificate. So they're heading on over there. And like, where? You're in my new time lab, Rex. You already know with the entire timeline at my disposal, I equip my headquarters with the very best. My computers have processors designed by Brainiac Fine from the 31st century. My fridge is stocked with Coke bottles in the 1950s. And these are from the personal collection of the Marquis de Sade himself. We need to have a little chat. So yeah, he's there at the carnival, and unfortunately gets ganged up on by the Joker's gang.
Ew.
Then we see a bit with Jaime. That looks a lot better.
A lot better. Looks more like him.
Yep, and Peacekeeper.
Peacekeeper.
Jaime
That's not
Reyes,
John Cena.
you are needed. I really hate this stuff, but yeah, is my paralysis venom wearing off yet? A little, huh? It takes a while. Well, our little golden goose boy and both rises and shines. Now save the trouble and save the setup. I've truly heard them all before. Just bring me straight to the punchline. Who are you and why are you here? I'm here to stop you. Stop? Moi? Tell me, Goldenrod. How could you have any bright idea what kind of bright and sunny concept I might have percolating inside this beautiful mind of mine? Are you Karnak under there? Kriskin? Uri Geller, baby? You don't want to talk? No worries then. I've always adored having something to rail against. But then it turns out we didn't get an example why you need to keep your identity secret. Rex gets erased from history. Why? Because he bragged. He told his people he's working for his real name. And because he was captured, he was useless. Rex Hunter was a fine foot soldier, and it's a pity to lose him so early in the war. Kill him! When all of the time is the battleground, every soldier is replaceable. Ultra-humanite, we should retrieve our supernova post-haste. I concur with Per Degaton, and so we shall, Despero, for our army will continue to grow. We will continue our ageless march towards supreme victory. So they killed him as a baby.
Oh.
But yeah, so he breaks out, tries to head over there, and doesn't make it.
Oh.
God, no. It's a private party. Boys, show him the way out, preferably through the 77-story window. You don't get to laugh anymore. Hey, stop it! Stop laughing at me! I took this shirt off a tourist in Miami last winter after I fed his tongue to his dog. It meant a lot to me. And you tore it. You tore my favorite holiday shirt. Smile. He's waking up. Basically, he wakes up and he's saying, like, I need to try again. You've lost a lot of blood. Now, damn it! And every time he keeps trying, he keeps failing. Back again. 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 No, this has gone far enough. But the abnormal wormhole is still open, right? We can go booster right. I'm sorry. I was trying to teach you. I was only trying to make you understand. The Joker is always going to win. I can stop him. I know I can. We can't. We can't change it. We never could. What are you talking about? Rex and Supernova had nothing to do with what happened to Barbara Gordon. There was no one abnormal wormhole around that event in her life. It solidified time, Booster. Just like the death of Ted Cord. That's a moment in solidified time. Anything from the present on back cannot be changed. My Justice League certificate. It's back to normal. What the hell? Barbara Gordon was always destined to be paralyzed and become the cyber crime fighter called Oracle. That's the way it was supposed to be. The Joker will always shoot Barbara Gordon. No matter how many times you go back, you won't be able to win. You're only risking your life. Damn it, I can do it! You'll only die trying to save her. I'm sorry. Stop saying you're sorry! You lied to me! You gave me something to hope for! You made me watch! You made me watch what that maniac did to Barbara over and over! And now you're telling me you're sorry? Screw sorry and screw you! Ted Cord is dead. You have to move on. I'm moving on, all right, and moving out. I subjugated my entire life, my entire destiny to your mission. I threw away everything I hoped to be for a chance to save Ted. And you betrayed me. Booster. Michael, all I wanted was my best friend back. That's all. We know. Despite the so-called rules of time travel put in place by Rip Hunter, Ted Cord can and must be saved. The very future of space-time itself depends on it. Now join us, Booster Gold, won't you?
What a quinky dink.
Now, and that's the end of this arc.
Oh.
So what did you think?
Oh, it's over? Oh, okay.
We'll be
No.
continuing on with the next arc. Do not worry. Actually, wait a
Stay
minute.
tuned,
I gotta
folks.
double check. No, wait. I just realized next issue is still part of this arc. My mistake.
Yay.
We'll continue. I got mixed up.
That capitalism.
But what'd you see about that entire issue?
Oh, that was so good. So
But
great.
man, screw you, Rip, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Fine. Booster Gold, the future of Ted Cord depends on you. I knew it. We can save him. Booster, the very legacy of the Blue Beetles depend on it. There's been a great disturbance in time. My Scarab has felt the reverberations even in our home in the 27th century. My son and my future science indicates the root of the disturbance traced back to the one moment, the murder of Ted Cord. A murder that we must prevent together. If Ted Cord is not saved, unknown champions of time will never come to pass. You can't listen to this, Booster. Use your head. It's entirely too convenient. 3 Blue Beetles from across time just suddenly show up like this. You're always looking for an ulterior motive, Rip. Just this once, take something on face value. There is no chronal disturbance around Ted Cord's timeline, Booster. If there was, I certainly know about it, and I would tell you, Michael. I swear it. But if you want to look out for your friends so badly, why not start by looking in front of you? Start by looking out for the friend who needs you now more than ever. Or have you already forgotten about Skeets? Michael. The android will heal in due time, Dr. Hunter. Best perhaps to leave him in the care of one as capable of yourself until our return. Your reputation precedes you, yet you fail to account for the myriad science of the stars beyond. There are technologies in this world that bear no connection to your Earth's time stream. The scarab we all utilize, for instance, from an extraterrestrial race known as the Reach. For what it's worth, my scarab can feel it too. Something is amiss, like our shared power is in flux. He's right. My scarab has been crackling more static than direct TV in a thunderstorm. Whatever it is, this future Beetle says saving Ted is the key. I knew you'd want a piece of that action, Booster. But yeah, it's like, you just expect me to sit here and let you make this the most catastrophic mistake of your life? What are you going to do to stop me? Booster! Oh, look! Abbey Road!
Oh, shoot. I was thinking of evolution.
Nope, no, it's Abbey Road! Michael, for the last time, I've tried in vain to show you the ramifications of doing something like this. Now I'm flat out begging you. Let's at least talk about all this. You lied to me about Barbara Gordon. You're only going to lie again. You don't know what you're doing. I know exactly what I'm doing, Rip. I'm going to bring my friend back, or I'm going to die trying. Solidified time, Booster. It's solidified time. The future is open, but the past can't be changed. We all know, and we know all about solidified time in the 27th century. My time sphere is designated to emit a signal that makes it malleable. We can and will succeed, Dr. Hunter, and we will leave the timeline unaffected. So as they're heading back through there, and these colors are giving me a serious headache. My descendant over there says that you were Cord's best friend, his teammate. Yeah, It's an odd feeling, plucked from my own time to save the life of a man I've never even met, my eventual replacement, no less. A replacement that calls himself Blue Beetle, yet doesn't even utilize the power of the scarab. This Ted course sounds like a study in contradictions to me. Tell you what, Dan, can I call you Dan? You were an archaeologist, right? Then allow me to give you a little history lesson, free of charge, as we sum up a history about, of Ted's life and how great of a character he was. And he's saying the world would be a better place. A friend is a person whom I may be sincere. Before him, I may think aloud. That's Emerson. You know Emerson? That's pretty impressive for a boy your age. Not especially. I took a poetry class my freshman year. Emerson, Keats, Tennyson, all the classics. All I saw was a video game and wrestling magazines in your room when we first met. I only did it to impress a girl. Hi, May.
Love Jaime.
But yeah, let's go change history. As we then see, like, so I said, join the conglomerate. Lady, I am the conglomerate. Amusing. But basically, how she basically like, Daniel, can I ask you a very important question? Anything. Do you think I'm a moron? Your hair. It's strawberry blonde. The man who saved me over Tokyo, he had sandy blonde hair, and he was a good 2 inches taller. You're cute, Daniel, but you're not Booster Gold. Well, that's because I'm really
You have
secretly.
strawberry blonde hair?
It's a type of color shading of blonde. I'm secretly the Golden Age booster. Daniel, stop. Stopping. If it makes you feel any better, I haven't entirely been honest with you either. We all put on acts in this life, Daniel. We all pretend to be something we aren't. Even your typical big city blue-eyed reporter is really just a brown-eyed country girl at heart. So, what do we do now? Boop! Oh man, every time I think I'm out, what the hell do you want? Sorry, Daniel, but I'm afraid your love life is on hold indefinitely. Due to unforeseen circumstances, the dawn of the Carter family's heroic legacy starts right freaking now. So basically, we're seeing a summary of the stuff of Countdown to Infinite Crisis. Bravo, Ted. I always knew you had it in you. So basically, we're repeating all the stuff from there leading up to the moment, and then the Booster and the Beatles all show up.
The
Are you all?
Beatles? Oh, I just got the Abbey Road reference. Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
Are you all right? Booster, what are you doing? I thought you were in the hospital. I am. Look, it's a long story. Dan Garrett? I guess it's getting longer every second. Am I dead or something? Hopefully not for many years. It's a pleasure to meet you. I thought, brother, I fried that bozo Booster. What is this? It is you who is getting taken out of the game a bit early, Mr. Lord. King has his pawns. No, we can't hurt them that bad. We have a breach in the throne room. All available security. I knew I was onto something, Booster, and it's that scumbag Max Lourdes behind it. I know. He said he made the leak ineffectual for years on purpose. Really? I've always been looking for someone else to blame. Me too. Isn't it great? So they take them all down. One of them becomes the OMAC, which did break Ted's arm in the original story. But here, what bizarre technology they have in the future. I'm betting the Scarab can short it. Your arm. That thing almost broke it. We need to get the Justice League. Booster! He got shot. I have to admit, I expected you be the one to figure that out. Well, you were Batman, but my money was actually on you. Booster Gold coming to your rescue, however, with a squad of Blue Beetles, apparently from different eras at his side. That surprised me. What are you doing, Max? I'm shutting down everyone's least favorite infomercial host. I'm turning Michael's brain off. Then you and I are going to have a little chat. All I want is to put Earth's destiny in the hands of humans, not people pretending to be human, Ted. In the hands of people like me and people like you. You want me to join you? That's why you're telling me all this? That's exactly it. No. Rot in hell, Max. No! You son of a bitch!
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry. Ow. Booster, the gunshot hit my goggles, frazed my forehead. Max, he's out for a while. So basically, they've knocked everything out, and then they take Ted and then they send Maxwell's files to Batman. He should be able to learn about OMAC, and things will continue on as they should. So at first, right now, so it ends where they feel like they did it. Everything stayed. Booster and Booster got what he wanted. Ted is and Ted is alive still, and it seems like the day is saved, and that's where we end it now.
Yay! A much better ending.
Is it?
Oh no! Why did you say? Well, you gotta say that. I'm hyped.
So
I'm hyped.
what did you think about this whole
Oh,
opening arc?
Oh, I loved it. It would beginning kind of slow, a little bit, just a teeny bit,
But
and
that
then
was a good
pick up.
thing set up, though, of course.
Yes, of course.
But
To get
what?
you to know, get to
So
know
what do you
the
think about
know.
Booster now? What do you think about Booster now after reading this or going
I
over this?
love Booster.
He's a
I love
great
this
character.
job.
But yeah, he's such a great character. But again, you can't start with Booster like this. You can't. You need to get Booster up to this point.
Of
He's
course.
and what do you think about Rip? I mean, he means well. Rip means well. You could definitely tell. And when you think about when it comes to time travel, it's a complicated business.
Yeah, he's just trying to do his job,
Even if
even
it
when
means
he
having to screw over because even it meant having to lie to Booster, which that was cruel. That was beyond cruel. But we find out later, it turns out maybe Rip knew this would lead to ramifications that have already transpired. I won't
maybe.
say how. I won't say how, but it will. But wait. So what did you say about overall with this arc? What did you like best?
Like story wise?
Yeah, story wise. I mean, art wise, it's all incredible. It's Dan Jurgens.
It is. I honestly, the Barbara Gordon stuff was probably the hardest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, just seeing him try so hard, and again, you would never expect that from Booster at first.
No.
You know what I mean? You never would have, but yeah, he tried his hardest. So yeah, you ready to wrap this up so we can go over into the second half? Are you, Bianca? I can
Like
hear
right
my.
now?
I said, you ready to wrap this episode? We can move on to the next one for the next one.
Sure.
Okay, then we'll see you guys on the next one. Take
See
care.
you.